All right. Hello, parents, students. This is something we covered today in class. It's basically taking the idea of taking a whole or multiple wholes and breaking it into pieces or fractions, and then taking those pieces and putting them together to compare them. That's what we were trying to get the students to do today. We spent a good amount of time in class today on this. However, I did want to spend a little bit more time for them to be able to review this later as a visual representation. So the biggest thing here is we are taking equal length sub sandwiches and splitting them amongst different people. So the first group had 3 people and 2 subs. The second had 4 and 3. The third had 9 people, 6 subs, and the last group had 6 and 4. All right. The idea here is to have to take a equal sized object and break it into different parts. And so the first part, we discussed this in class, the first group had the 2 subs divided by 3 people. So they would split each sub into 3 pieces. So you could say 1, 2, 3, 1 person, 1, 2, 3. All right. The second is 3 subs. And again, the subs are all the same size, despite my drawings might be a little bit off. But the subs are supposed to be the same size. And now they are split into 4 pieces, because they're split amongst 4 different people. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Person 1 gets those pieces. All right. The next one is 6 subs divided by 9. Because, again, 9 people sharing 6 subs. So we may have to do a couple of lines for this. All right. There we go. So again, this is going to be our third group, and I'll make this a little bit more clear. And once again, this is going to be split into 9 pieces. Each sub is getting split into 9. So and just for timing purposes, we're just going to label, let's say person 1, and that because that's going to be the one we actually end up comparing, is getting 1 piece of each 6 of the 6 sandwiches. And now finally at the bottom, 6 people sharing 4 subs. Once again, as a reminder, all of these subs are the same size. Just ignore my drawings that may be a little bit off. All right, 6 people, 4 subs. So we're doing the subs split into 6 equal parts. Once again, we'll use person 1 as our example. So now, the idea here is each person is going to be compared to the different groups. So let's say person 1 here. Person 1 gets 1/3, 1/3. 1/3 plus 1/3. This equals each person gets 2/3 of a sandwich total. This one, he's getting 1/4. He or she is getting 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. That equals 3/4. Each person gets 3/4 of a total sandwich, of a whole sandwich. Here, they are taking 1/9 of each. They get 1/9 of each sandwich. And if you add these all together, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 ninths of a whole. And then finally at the bottom, they are getting 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6. That equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So now the students were asked to compare these fractions. Eventually they did come up with that these 3 are equivalent and this one is a little bit bigger. So one group did get a little bit more. To visually show that, I have another screen here. And we did cover this in class as well. But to show you visually, here is 1/2. If we start drawing a line directly across from here, we will see it intersects with a couple of the fractions we were just talking about. All right. And let me use a straight edge just so you guys see a little bit better. Or we can actually just cover it up right there. This piece of paper covers up. If we look at this, where it is 2/3, 1 2/3, that is a little bit less than the 3/4, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ninths. So 2/3 of a sandwich is equal to 4/6 of a sandwich, or 6/9 of a sandwich. If they were to lay their sandwich pieces side by side, they would end up with the same amount compared to the 3/4, which is a little bit bigger. Those people actually got a little bit more of a whole sandwich. So I hope this helps. Once again, please, if you have any questions, let me know, and have a great afternoon.